Battle Through the Heavens, Grand World. Chapter 173 Heavenly Weapon Sovereign Technique Lightning Dragon Prison Domain. What's going on? Seeing the fire source of the Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame on the surface of the blue flame ruler being swallowed by a crimson gold flame, the Great Elder's face was filled with shock. The gray flame iron had the attribute of memory. Therefore, he could guess that when Shaoyan's blue flame ruler was formed, he had injected the monarch flame into it. However, he had never heard that the flame that was injected could absorb other flames from the outside world. Even the weapons that some experts used to inject lightning into the gray flame iron could only be forged by lightning. They had never heard of being able to absorb lightning into their bodies. While the Great Elder was surprised, Shaoyan had already mentally communicated with the Shaoyi. Soon, Shaoyan understood and looked at the blue flame ruler with an unconcealable excitement. The Shaoyi was the fire spirit of the Chaos Great Monarch Flame, and it could control the Chaos Great Monarch Flame just like him. In Elder Yi's illusion realm, the 9 profound golden thunder was the incarnation of the 3000 lightning monarch flame. Coincidentally, his Chaos Great Monarch Flame had the ability to devour the 9 profound golden thunder, and after a series of changes, he had obtained the 3000 lightning monarch flame. Currently, the combined strength of the Chaos Great Monarch Flame and the 3000 lightning monarch flames was still not a match for the Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame. However, it could easily absorb this wisp of fire source, just like how the 9 profound golden thunder was sealed in the Shaoyi's body. First, it would seal this wisp of fire source, and when the time was right, it would be completely devoured, allowing the Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame to take shape. This meant that Shaoyan had already reserved the Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame of Shao Clan. When his strength increased in the future, he would be able to use this wisp of fire source with his own strength, allowing the Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame to take shape in his hands, allowing him to truly possess it. When he thought of this, Shaoyan couldn't help but burst out with excitement, but he still pretended to be calm on the surface. Facing the puzzled gaze of the Great Elder, he also pretended to be stupid and shook his head. Sighing helplessly, the Great Elder didn't think too much about it. It was just a wisp of the Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame's source of fire, and it didn't have any effect on the true Golden Emperor Phoenix heavenly flame. Next is to seal the Monarch Skill heavenly weapon, the Monarch Skill. With your weapon forged from the gray flame iron, I think you can seal the low-grade Monarch arts now. What do you think? Have you decided what kind of Monarch arts you want to seal? Recovering his thoughts, the Great Elder looked at Shaoyan and said with a smile. Seeing the latter pondering for a moment before shaking his head, Great Elder pondered for a moment. He said, according to the battle in the teleportation hall in Yuanyi City, you have more than enough offensive power. Your defense is also protected by Monarch Flames. The two of them are evenly matched. However, your attacking methods are slightly monotonous. The ruler technique, Monarch Skill, was only focused on attacking. The Monarch Skill that did not have any supplementary abilities. Since that's the case, I have thought of a Monarch Skill for you. Although it's only a high-grade Monarch spell, it will be of great help to you. It should be bigger than an ordinary Monarch arts. After a pause, the Great Elder looked into Shaoyan's eyes and said slowly. This Monarch spell is called the Thunder Dragon Prison Domain. Simply put, it releases a lightning cage about the size of a man, trapping the opponent and restricting his movements. In this way, your life and death will be in your hands. Thunder Dragon Prison Domain. Shaoyan's heart skipped a beat. In an instant, he recalled the time when he was forced into a corner by the elders of Lei Clan. If it wasn't for Lien Yuntian's help, he might have already died in the hands of those bastards from Lei Clan. Thinking of this, Shaoyan immediately thought of Lien Yuntian's tragic death. Immediately, fury erupted from his chest, and he took a deep breath. Shaoyan's nails pierced into his palm. He was now much more mature than before. He was no longer the young brat who had charged into the Misty Cloud sect with a hot-headed head back then. He knew when to endure. He also knew when he should erupt. His current strength was far from enough. However, there would be a day when he would once again return to the forest domain. He would use the blood of the Lei Clan as a tribute to Lien Yuntian. Nodding his head, Shaoyan naturally had no objections. He had personally experienced the power of the Thunder Dragon Prison Domain. Back then, he was trapped by Lei Shan of the Lei Clan with the Thunder Dragon Prison Domain. If it wasn't for the fact that he had used up all his energy, he wouldn't have been able to break through. Now that he thought of this skill, Xiao Yan still had a lingering fear in his heart. If you want to use this monarch spell, you must have the lightning attribute. However, I heard that you used a lightning ruler when you were fighting in the teleportation hall. This Thunder Dragon prison domain is perfect for you. The Great Elder looked at Xiao Yan with a smile that wasn't a smile. He stretched out his hand and a golden scroll appeared in his hand. There seemed to be lightning swimming around. A weak electric arc gently buzzed. It was extremely dazzling. He quickly wrote a string of strange symbols in the air with one hand. The symbols quickly arranged into a mysterious pattern. Light suddenly appeared in the pattern. Under the Great Elder's control, the blue flame ruler slowly rose and entered the mysterious pattern. After that, it trembled slightly and those strange symbols quickly covered the ruler. At the same time, the Great Elder tore open the scroll in his hand. An arm-sized golden flame lightning dragon instantly roared out. Its body flickered with dazzling lightning, and golden lightning that was as thin as a strand of hair revolved around the golden lightning dragon's body. Seeing that the golden lightning dragon was about to escape, the Great Elder coldly harumphed. He suddenly stretched out his right hand, and a force that he couldn't break free from instantly captured him. As the lightning dragon wailed, his body gradually dissipated, and a blurry lightning cage slowly took shape. The Great Elder held his breath and focused his mind. A mysterious force gently pushed the lightning cage, allowing it to smoothly arrive in front of the blue flame ruler. Kai. The moment his lightning cage came to the surface of the blue flame ruler, the mysterious symbols that covered the surface of the ruler rushed into the lightning cage. In the next moment, the lightning cage seemed to receive an irresistible force, and slowly turned into a golden light that entered the blue flame ruler. With a light cry, the Great Elder waved his hand towards the void. The blue flame ruler had already taken the initiative to come into his hand. He casually felt it and seemed to be very satisfied with his forging. He couldn't help but smile and throw the blue flame ruler to Xiao Yan. He took the blue flame ruler and held the ruler's hilt in his hand. Instantly, a feeling that seemed to have merged with the heaven and earth was transmitted into his heart through his palm. Xiao Yan took a light breath. This feeling was indeed not something that could be expressed by ordinary blue flame rulers. The strength on the surface of the blue flame ruler had also increased by a lot. The surface of the ruler was faintly circulating with a golden red light, emitting a sharp and chilling intent that sent chills down one's spine. Thank you, Great Elder. Xiao Yan bowed deeply to the old man in front of him. Regardless of the overall situation of the Xiao clan, just the kindness that the Great Elder had shown him just now was already worthy of Xiao Yan's sincere gratitude. Waving his hand, the Great Elder suddenly let out a heavy sigh and said, "Speaking of which, Xiao clan really owes senior Xiao Tiankang of Fighting Key Continent too much. All along, it was the descendant of senior Xiao Tiankang who came to the Great World to help the Xiao clan, but the Xiao clan couldn't do anything to the Fighting Key Continent. What happened today? It's just a piece of cake for the Xiao clan to make up for their guilt towards the Xiao clan in the Fighting Key Continent. The current Xiao clan has changed along with the times. Some people's mentality has also changed. This is an unstoppable trend. Even as the Great Elder, I am powerless to change it. However, no matter what, the Xiao clan of the Great World is your backing to venture into the Great World. You can do whatever you want, no matter what. You are also the descendant of the old ancestor of Xiao Taiching. Therefore, the Xiao clan will always be the most powerful supporter standing behind you." Chapter end. Hi guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.